I was just thinking, if it is okay,
Okay.
if I'll record this call over these things. So, yeah, to meet with Dr. Clint, it was awesome because before I met Dr. Clint, I have seen the tall people only in the NBAs and the basketball, especially from the American. My favorite game from the US states is American football. So I always love to see. But when you see the person in front of you, like of your height, and he was with the tradition Indian dress, and he mentioned in his book on the title, The Skeptical Doctors from the Western Skeptical Doctors. He was listening to very politely, very gently to Dr. Naram. At the same time, he has a lot of thoughts in his mind that how it can be possible. And, in India, he has gone through all the experience which hardly any foreign guest comes to know that you can drive the vehicle without any discipline. You can take any turn without showing the lights on the road. Everybody is allowed to walk, like including the cows, the dogs, kids, human beings, cars. So there is no such a rule. And you see, we had a one Swami Omkarji, Brahmachariji. He is one of
Yeah.
the who has endorsed the.
This is Vinay telling how what's his face? Clint.
Uh, oh, Nancy, I'll going to see you in some time.
Oh
In
yes. Yeah.
Uppsala.
Yeah.
I just
I've
saw
seen,
then, so that's why, because I already met him in 2023 or
yeah.
2022 when he came to the Nepal.
Yes. He's excited. Yeah, I am too. And I'm sorry I had it unmuted when he came in. Sorry.
No, no worries. Thank you so much. It's great to see you on this
Oh,
thing.
thank you.
Yeah. So it was a great meeting with him, and he was not speaking to everyone. He was greeting everyone, but he was not, that he, all the way he's coming from the States. And when and Dr. Ram always says, when the new doctor comes, and when person shows the interest to learn the ancient secret, Dr. Ram always sends the people to meet that doctor. So Dr. Clint suddenly had so many people with different stories and testimonials and a murmur point. We had a Dr. Giovanni at the time. So Dr. Giovanni was helping and showing the things. And I still remember we had a Miss Alicia with a Dr. Clint, and she was sitting in one corner, Dr. Clint one another corner. And to meet him, I didn't feel like that I'm meeting him for the first time because of his nature and to deal with the people. Though he is not knowing to the people, but he is deal with the people. And that's how my first meeting with him. And second day or third day when I saw him and still Dr. Naram supposed to come. And that's how I started my communication with him. What he has wrote about his father's situation, health situation in the book. So he was sitting in the restaurant because in the Ayush Shakti, we had a restaurant in the ground floor. He was sitting and he was thinking. He was eating the food, but he was not actually enjoying the food. He was just moving his spoon in the rice, in the food, but he was not able to enjoy the food. And somehow, and I just went to near to him, and because Dr. Ram told me before he left for the day, he said, just take care of him because he needs some, you know, care and love and protection and warmth. So I was not aware of this part, but sometimes Dr. Ram give you the insight of wisdom or indication that please be careful and we have to manage this person. So I, and in there is a rule, universal law. Boss is always right. Rule number one. People knows about this thing. That rule number one is boss is always right. Then rule number two is if boss is wrong, say rule number one. Boss is always right. So sometimes it happens in my career with Dr. Ram for more than 27 years. Many times it happens that he says many things and it's beyond my imagination, beyond my acceptance of that thing. But I learned this thing that boss is always right. So I follow that part. So I went to Dr. Clint and asked him, is everything okay? He says, yes, yes. But that what I saw other day, that enthusiasm, it was not, I'm not able to get that thing. So I said that, sir, if you don't mind, can I ask you the same question again? That because I feel you are in deep thoughts and a lot of thought process is going on. He said yes. Then he started sharing about his father health, and then he shared about the qualities of about his father. And then I said, because his father is always ready to help to the people, whether he knows them very well or not. And this is where the concept of the Atmiyata, whether person loves you or not, whether people support you or not, we are always there to support to the family, to the person who comes in front of you. So this is a word of Atmiyata my spiritual master has given. So Dr. Clint has brought that point in this book. So then he shared about his father's health situation, what he is about him. When Dr. Naram came, I spoke to Dr. Naram that this is a situation I saw Dr. Clint in this situation. So this is my experience first time when I met Dr. Clint and to speak with him. And he's like a, he from outside we can see that he's so strong. And of course he's strong and he's so supportive. But at that time when I spoke with him, I saw one child behind that strong person who also needs a love, who needs a care. And he was so emotionally down at the time. So this is what I felt, and that's how I tried my best to support him by sharing my experience with Dr. Naram and then definitely to give him the because Dr. Naram always used to give the hope to the people who comes in front of him. It says that many people have seen this thing. Dr. Naram, Dr. Clint has also written in his book that when we see the people with a lot of stress and anxiety before they enter in the room of Dr. Naram, but when they come out of Dr. Naram's room, they are full of hope, full of enthusiasm. And that's what happened in case of Dr. Naram, Dr. Clint's father also. That when he went inside, he was lot of thoughts. He was on the 12 different medication, lot of pain in the body. But when he came out, he with a full of hope and he asked Dr. Clint, what should I do with these 12 medication now? So these are the things. And then I shared with Dr. Clint Naram about these things. So this is, I can say, one of my best bonding with the Dr. Clint when we met for the first time. And I still remember, I will not forget this, that night and that day when Dr. Ram passed. And when me and Dr. Clint had a talk with the eyes when we were at the funeral ground. He was in Delhi for one work Dr. Ram has given to him, and then he came that morning. And then, hi Dan, I saw you. So yeah, so yeah, so at that time he was giving me the support through his eyes. That, brother, don't worry, I'm here to support. So that bonding was till date. We have that thing that to speak with each other with a different emotions and different signs and with, sometimes we don't speak, but our eyes, our heart, our body language speaks to each other. And that support was very well. And I was so down. And today, whatever I'm here is, of course, with my spiritual master, Dr. Nam, and to gather myself, to gain my confidence, because the person with whom you work for the 24 by 7, and suddenly that person is not there, no more, Dr. Naram. And pandemic started in the India, and I cannot meet. My family was in the other part of the India, and I was with my mother, and I was not able to go out anywhere. We had to follow the social distance. Dr. Clint was in Mumbai at the time, at a distance of the 40 minutes from my place, but we were not able to meet each other. At that time, he started this community call and he introduced a 100-day course. And he was behind me that no matter what, you join this call, you join this call. If you don't like it, don't join from the next day onwards. But this support helped me a lot, that he was behind me. No matter what, I want you to be on this call. So I'm always grateful to Dr. Am and Dr. King both. So that's my journey and introduction with Dr. King. Thank you so much.
Very interesting.
Thank you so much. You can share about how you know Dr. Clint and your experience with Dr. Clint. So we can share this small recording with him that people loved you very much.
Would it be okay if I shared, Vinay?
100% share, please.
Sure. Well, actually, I met Dr. Clint through Casey because, well, actually, the first time I met him was on Zoom, and Leonore had told me about the community, but I don't do well with beans. So I heard about mung beans. So I thought, well, why should I come to this call? And I had been going to a Unity church, but it wasn't really working for me anymore. I came on one week. I was almost comatose, not literally, but close to that. And then I don't remember anything from that call, but I came back the next week. And I just remember I was somehow able to really share from my heart about how much I was struggling physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And instead of people saying, oh, this is too much, Dr. Clint was like, well, thank you, because what you shared could help somebody else. I wasn't suicidal, but I felt like I didn't want to live. And he said that might help somebody else who feels that way. And then like 4 people from the community, Casey, Lucci, Michelle, and oh my goodness, and Raven all stepped in to help me. They got me supplements, and Casey was kind of everybody helped, but Casey was like the main person, and Dr. Clint wanted me to read my poem, and he brought on Jack Canfield, and I think they put it into a book. And then the poem ended up going to the children in Nepal. But before I came, and then they were talking about, well, do you want to come you should come to Sedona, but I didn't really have the means to go. So I said, well, if you want me to come, you're going to have to help me out. And so Casey was helping me. He was telling me to go out in the street and play the harmonica, which I did a little bit. And then he told me, well, tell me where you are. And he's in Mexico and I'm in Boston. And I'm thinking, well, what difference does it make where I am? But I don't know how to do GPS. And I was down by the Fenway Victory Gardens. And I thought, well, maybe I'll go somewhere else because there weren't too many people around. He said, no, I'm seeing a sign to stay here. And so what ended up happening was I stayed there. I found some guy to play the harmonica for. And then I see this woman, it was Punim, and she has the book, The Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. And I was like, oh my God, I'm out playing the harmonica so that I can go to this conference of this community. And here you are. I didn't recognize her. And there was another man, I think his name was Peter. And then there was Dr. Clint. And so we hugged each other, and we danced around and sang with this other guy who I had just met there. And they gave me money to help me go on this trip. And, he's just this very magical kind of person, but also very practical, magical and practical. And then I remember when I came, and he had me do the poem. We danced together doing the poem at the celebration. And when I first got there, he said these magical things will happen. And when I came, there was a dinner. No. I'm sorry. There was a message came up on the screen that distracted me from the main session. So he asked me. So when I came up, I met these two little girls, these really two little adorable little girls who were sisters. And one's name was Charlotte and the other's name was Lillian. And my mother's name was Charlotte. Lillian was her middle name. And so it was just a very magical, and I saw him. I went to New York to see him. And when I left, after he met with me, I just felt lifted up and was doing more music for people on the street. And he's just a very beautiful, magical. He has a strong but very gentle, very healing energy and just so much love. So that's my experience.
Thank you so much, Shifa, for sharing these things. Who will be next? Nancy or Patricia?
I'm wondering where in France is Patrick from?
I'm from south of France. I'm from Bordeaux, the wine area of France.
Oh, I go to Perpignan.
Perpignan, in the south. It is in the south east. I'm in the southwest of France. Okay.
Oh, okay. Good to know that. Yeah. Well, I'm doing somewhat of that 3-day detox at the moment, but not 100%. I found that I just, in having to work and do various things, be available to people, that I find it too much to do the 100%. So normally I do the energy drink, and then I do I think it was soup and khichdi for the other meals. So I'm managing reasonably well, and the taste buds are changing. So I don't know if anybody else is doing that now as well. No.
No.
Because some of the people from the older community, they already had a 30 days delicious detox thing. So
yeah,
might be.
Yeah. I don't start the detox this month. I plan to start next month. Yes.
Okay.
But if you want, I can explain my. I don't meet Dr. Clint, but I was in an event in Paris for one of my community of business, and on one conference we used to make some donation to an organization, and the organization proposed to us to give to the Nepal children's of the and it was the organization of and the donation was to the Ancient Secrets email, and I was very, very, very disturbed by this name. And also I searched, when I come back to my house, I searched on internet what kind of organization was Ancient Secrets. So I found there is a book, and I said I must read this book. I buy this book and I read it in 1 week. After that, I said I must give this book to all of my family. So I bought 10 books and I gave it to all my families. And now I bought the receipt book of Carol, but this book is in English and in French. We are not very good in English language. So I want to translate the Carol books to share with my family. So it's my project in the next months. I hope one day to come in Nepal, maybe not this year, but next year, and to come in US to meet Dr. Clint one day, I hope.
Yes,
Great.
definitely will am able to meet him. Yes, Nancy, we want to hear from you.
Okay. Well, the first time I met Dr. Clint was at several years ago, and Gerald, his brother, and and my Rose were having a party before it was a party of love or something. It was right before they got married, and they were having it in Salt Lake City. And I was traveling through from California to Missouri, and I stopped in there, and because my son was there in Salt Lake City, well, there anyway, and I ended up at that party with them, and I had been doing I'd been doing the soul activation with Dr. Clint's brother Gerald. Started this thing on every morning, and it's been going for 5 years now, where at 8:40 in the morning they get on and for 20 minutes and do breathing exercises and talk about something uplifting. Well, anyway, and so I met Clint there in person at that party, and then I did his 100-day program when he started that, and I would get on the calls all the time. And in the beginning on Sundays, he'd be leading the calls usually way back then. And so I was on a lot of those calls. So that's how I got to meet him. And I'm so excited about going to Nepal and getting to be with him and Dr. Vinay. And this is going to be so great. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. Thank you.
I'm also looking forward to see you in person.
Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Harvey, want to hear from you.
Only time I met Dr. Clint was on Zoom, so I never met him face to face, but I met him on Zoom a whole bunch of times, at least, I don't know, 7, 8 years, somewhere around there. So. But I did talk to Aram 3 times on calls, so he called me 3 times. Anyway, we had a good conversation. I did talk to him, so he put me on the right track. So I've been coming ever since. I talked to Aram, so that's been at least over 10 years ago. So I like these Sunday calls myself. That's why I keep coming every Sunday, because I learn a whole lot. So that's a good thing. Everybody talks from their heart. That's a beautiful thing. That's what I like about this Sunday call. Everybody put a smile on everybody's face. That's a good thing. So,
Thank you so much.
thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, family members. We'll see. Looking forward to see you. Not next Sunday, because we will be in Dharamshala next Sunday. Nancy, myself, Dan, and we are the group going to the Dharamshala and from there to Nepal. So please, please forgive me for this, but definitely I'll be able to meet you on next Sunday on the 12th.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful trip, everybody who's going. Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Have a beautiful day, everybody.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Vinay.
Bye.
Can't wait to meet you in person.
Bye.
Thank you.